So here we are with part 2 of the investigation, and this might extend a little bit more because of the pure fact that Stoner, aka Savage, has decided to block all of us. I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know why my phone's acting like this. So do we want to get Gina in Brooklyn? Do you guys want to come in here? Do you guys want to come in here? Yeah, what's up, James?
Oh, hello.
Hello. Alright. Now I can turn my camera off, because sometimes when I turn my camera off at the start, like, it'll mute me.
Okay, all I'm gonna say is Gatsby was there in the live with Savage and Adam, and he should be home in about, 20 minutes, maybe.
I saw Luna in... dude, he sent me something earlier.
Luna was there, too.
Yeah, I know. If Luna wants to come up here also, she seemed like she had a lot to say. I mean, he's already blocked us all, and he's gone back on his word of coming in here. Fuck, I wish I saved that. Bro, I should have saved that. Oh, man. Well, he sent me like a screen recording of something.
Yeah. My friend Luna was talking.
He thought that would clear his name. He's like, is that good enough? I'm like, bro, no, this just reconfirms everything. And then the whole fucking thing where he was talking like something that wasn't told to me in the beginning was that you had already told him, apparently.
Yes, I've told him multiple times to stop because it made me...
Well, not just that, but that you were something to do with oh god, what was it? I don't know, in the group chat. What the fuck was it? I wish I had saved that screen recording he gave me. But you were not just to stop, but Amanda or whomever it was, I think it was Amanda, had put in the paragraph that you had said something along the lines of fuck, it started with an H. God damn it. That you didn't feel comfortable or something like that. And that you had already made it very clear to him that you didn't want to be in a relationship with him.
I've told him that multiple times, and he just let it go right over his head. Because I told him that I'm working on myself.
Working on ourselves. There we go. Thank you. Who's been a child now? Yeah, I know, right?
And I'm just like, every little thing I said, he would make it sexual when it doesn't need to be.
Alright, I'm gonna add Amanda in here as well. Yeah, guys, I mean, I gave him a chance, and he...
Hi, sissy. Hello.
What's up, Amanda? I'm Corey, by the way.
Nice no, you're fine. I know who you are. Alright. I've seen your lives and shit, but nah, the whole thing with this whole situation is that, this entire time, she's been very evasive to his, advances. He'd be making sexual innuendos, every time we'd be joking, I'd say, fuck my titties, or something like that, just out of the clear blue, just, a joke, or just something, and he's like, oh, you can suck my titties, or something. I'm like, he'd literally say shit like that.
But, every time I'd say fuck titties, he's like, I'll fuck your titties. And
Exactly.
And then I'd say shit's going down, and he'd be like, oh, well, I can go down on you.
Exactly.
Making everything fucking sexual. And I told him to stop multiple fucking times, and he doesn't listen. But, and Mom just told me that he said that he was always too stoned, so he doesn't remember.
Oh, bro, that's what
He
I got.
knows exactly what the fuck he's saying.
Oh my god, so I just started doing this investigative work, right? And there's a whole channel on Uncensored Podcast just for investigative things. So, yeah.
So,
by the way, Luna, if you ever need somebody to be fucking checked credibility upon, or if you need me to approach somebody and you need to get sides of the story, yeah, it goes on YouTube and it premieres too. I've done 2 premieres today already on the audio. It's just audio. I don't show anybody's faces. But here's the one, the premiere from 3 hours ago. He was like talking about like, well, I was on weed and everything, using his weed as a crutch. Now, Adam, I did approach Adam, and Adam was, he deflected a little bit, but he was very honest in a way with me. He's been very respectful about it, and he said during my phone call with him, and I have that on the second premiere, but he said during the phone call with him, he said, look, I drink alcohol and all this stuff, but that's not an excuse.
Yeah,
and I thanked him. I was like, thank you.
As a crutch. You can't keep using that as a crutch or as like a defense mechanism.
But that's what Adam said. Adam said, you know what, I drink, I smoke weed and stuff, but that's not an excuse. And I thanked him. I'm like, thank you, Adam, because Stoner didn't want to fucking admit that to me. He just wanted to deflect everything. And I respect Adam so much more. I respect Adam so much more in this situation, because Adam was forthcoming. I don't want to say about everything, but I do want to say for the most part, Adam was a lot more respectful about the situation. It was a lot more willing to fess up to shit. You know what I mean? So, but
like, I even have proof of what I've even said too, because like I sent it to Gina what I said to Savage. Because, like, I told him flat out, like, look, I tried telling you nicely, if, like, not, like, discreetly, because, like, I didn't want to directly attack him. Because, like, I try to be polite in that kind of way. So, like, I try to make it a general statement that, like, most females don't like it when you're a try-hard. Or don't like it when, like, you constantly keep, like, knocking at their door saying, like, hey, baby girl, how you doing? Like, no.
You know
Get the fuck out of here.
What irks me, and just plugged his YouTube name. But Shadow, he just joined my team today, by the way.
Hey, Erica.
Shadow Sec joined my team today, and he's doing his own little work on this too as well. So you guys got 2 of us right now. But but Shadow was in the comment section on the live chat, right? And he was like just mind blown, because this guy said any normal guy would say this stuff. I was like, and you could hear my voice where I just go, I wanted to say something, but I had to keep the conversation going, because with these investigations, you can't just say what you want to say. You have to make them comfortable enough to keep going, right? String that shit along, but when he said that, in my mind, I paused for a second, because I was so taken aback. I was like, normal. Dude, I'll admit right now, I ain't normal. I used to be on drugs and alcohol, and I'm sober living right now. You think my mind's fucking normal? Bro, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, that's why I asked him right after. I'm like, what do you mean by normal guys? What do you mean by that? So,
like, I mean, it's okay to have hormones and shit and act out on your hormones, or act out on, like, anything like that. But in all honesty, like, you just don't act on a whim. Like, you learn to control yourself, and you learn to have self-respect for a situation. Like, you don't just say what you want to say because, like, oh, your pea brain thought of it.
I haven't heard that term in so long. Pea brain.
It's the truth, though. Like, come on now. You're mature enough to know the difference between, like, saying shit out of your mouth because, like, you have no fucking filter. Like, come on. Like, you gotta kind of, like, censor yourself a little bit, like, for common courtesy purposes, like, just for the simple fact that, like, you don't want to go overboard and, like, disrespect someone. Like, I'm not saying, like,
careful. If you say you need to censor yourself a little bit, people in here might actually censor themselves completely.
For fuck's sake, man. But no, like,
That's just a joke.
Right,
If you know about me, you know that's a joke. Okay.
Right. But no, like, you just gotta be, like, more aware, self-aware of what you're saying. Exactly. Respect. Be respectful. Thank you. Like, you gotta be respectful to, like, who you're talking to, and, like, respectful of their situation and their background and their history with relationships. And, like, if you can't respect them and respect, like, their past and the fact that they're working on themselves, then just back off, bro.
I know.
Like, that's just my honest opinion. Like, I could be fucking crazy, or I could just be a crazy bitch or whatever, but, like, that's just me. Like, I'm being dead honest. Like, I have no filter either, and I'm completely savage sometimes, and she knows. But, like, at the same time, at the end of the day, you gotta have respect to some degree. I just learned that, like, if she says no, she says no. Or if she's not making any advances back, stop trying. Stop barking up that tree. Obviously, that tree ain't gonna shake any leaves for you. Like, come on.
So I'm gonna pause my audio recording really quickly.
And she feels like, stop your bullshit. Like, come on. Like, you're putting way too much pressure on her, way too much, too often, and then blaming shit on your depression and your smoking. Like, come on. Come on. Grow up there, buddy. Sorry, not sorry, but, come on. You're how old? Start acting it.
And she's
like, I have no regrets saying
everything. She knows everything because I'm always talking to her daily. She knows what happens, and when I feel like I'm being attacked or pressured, I go straight to her. And she knows exactly what happened. And for him to say that I sent my friends to attack him, no. They took it upon themselves to protect me. I didn't tell them to do it. I have no reason. If I want to talk my shit, I will. But that pussy ass blocked me, so I can't.
He blocked all of us, man.
Oh, what a pussy!
Right after
he did the fucking wrong because he knew I was gonna get on here and speak.
I'm glad I kept the screenshots before he blocked me. Not the screen recording, which I should have, obviously, but I didn't because it was just fucking his screen recording didn't clear his name whatsoever. It just made things look worse. He was like, good enough, and I was like, no. Like, dude, this is all new to me. I didn't know that she had already formally told you that she was working on herself. I just knew that she wasn't comfortable with this. This is a whole new fucking can of worms that you just broke open. This is going to make the investigation so much more, like...
Every time we played Fortnite and shit, and every time we were talking on, like, Instagram or whatever, he'd always be making these innuendos towards her, like talking sexual and shit to her, and it's just like, bro, if she's not accepting it or reciprocating it or joking back with you, obviously it's not funny. And then he'd be sitting there laughing his ass off like it was funny, and she's like, it's not funny, bro. Like, she's not into you like that. She's not into you like that, obviously. And if she was, even then, she probably still wouldn't make certain jokes and shit. But, like, she might, but then, dude.
No, I know how sensitive she is. I know that most of my lives, she won't join in on my lives because when I'm doing a shoot the shit live, when I'm not doing an investigation, I do these lives to shoot the shit. And we say the N-word a lot, but we don't mean it.
Y'all better say hi to me.
Oh, hi, Mom. So like, we'll say the N-word, but we mean it by the dictionary definition. But I understand from her background, from, past experience and stuff, so that's understandable.
About that.
Yeah, and so I understand that she leaves sometimes my lives because this is shoot the shit live, and those get kind of out of hand sometimes.
But get kind of crazy and out of hand.
Yeah, but so I understand that. But like, so I know her almost like too well. But I'm pretty sure you probably do too. But like,
I know her pretty well.
I know she has sensitive things, and so I understand that. But it just, I don't think it clicked for him either that, but he did admit. When we're listening to this, right? When we're listening to this, you'll hear him admit, like, I'll ask him about mental block. He doesn't specifically say mental block, but he says, well, I want to say something, but, I don't at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, he keeps saying it repetitively. And it's very, like, it's like, so I keep telling him, I told him at least 3 times during the call earlier, I was like, hey, bro, just like a few hours, like, you got like 6-7 hours here where you can think about what you want to say. Come live with us. And then he's begging for an apology. He's saying, like, I'll go. I just want.
For what, though? We didn't do nothing wrong.
I know, but I tried to, like, play devil's advocate, right? Because I had to keep him stringing along. And I said to him, I was like, okay, bro, like, you want an apology? Come on the live then. Okay? So then he kind of inadvertently kind of agreed to it. He didn't like specifically say yes, but he did say, after the podcast, I'm going to get off of Instagram. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, fine, fuck it. As long as you're coming on here. You know, I don't care what you do after this. Fine. Do what you're going to do. Fine. Right? And so that was him saying, okay. But then he sent me that screen recording and said, good enough. And I was like, fucking no, this is all new to me. What the fuck?
Right.
Like,
I know, you're fine. It's not.
Don't worry. We'll get into it because you did.
Oh no, Adam, you're doing way better than Savage is doing. Let me just put that out there right now, Adam. You are doing so much better. You're more manly enough to fucking admit to your shit. Honest to God, yeah. And this guy was talking about being manly and shit. And I was like.
Being manly, like, you ain't being manly. The fuck?
No, that's what he said when he said normal guys. Like, I'm a man. This is what normal guys do. I'm being manly.
Okay,
this
but
is what
normal guys don't always think with their dick.
I was
they
like,
at least have a brain in their skull.
Okay, so let's get started by listening. So I start off with this little thing that I learned from somebody who used to be a good friend of mine, but isn't anymore because he's part of that elitist group online. But yeah, those so-called pet chasers that dig up your past and not your present, that don't believe in change. But anyways, he used to say this, and this would hook like every person that he would investigate, would hook them in, where he'd say, "Hey man, I hear y'all are going through it, you know," and that opened them up because they're like, "Oh shit, man, he knows about it. Let me just open up to him." So that's how I start this out. Let's start.
Oh, there's Astro. Yeah, sure.
Oh, there's Gatsby.
She pissed me off last night and the day before.
Yeah, bro. So, you want to give me your side of the story of what's going on here? Are you who's known as Savage? Savage.
I'm Savage.
Okay, you're Savage. Got it. All right. So
That's
had to play the game.
Start
from the beginning. Your point of view. I already knew his name was Savage. What happened?
Well, it started fucking 2 days ago. Whenever. No, actually.
Oh, by the way, I just want to point this out. This is completely new to me too. I thought this was just last night. Apparently, this has been going on longer than last night.
Like 3-4 days, I want to say.
Yeah, he shouldn't have told me that.
It started yesterday. Whenever I decided to open up to her, and then after I opened up to her, she fucking turned fake, and then had one of her friends fucking chill my ass for no reason. Like, I was high.
Probably me.
Oh yeah. He
It was you.
This you think this is a downhill portion, bro? If you think about it, I can't believe it doesn't escalate from here. Oh, you better believe it escalates from here. I just started getting mind blown, not knowing what to say to him.
Right? I was like, yeah. It's like, you were saying some fucking shit. I was high. I don't.
First, right off the bat, dude, he hasn't even been in here for a full minute yet. He's been in here for maybe 40 seconds, 43 seconds, and he's already using the weed crutch.
Forgot what he was talking
Okay,
about.
I'm gonna pause that really quick. What Gatsby just said when he said "fuck you, Adam," that is something that Adam said in Savage's live when they were live together.
Yeah, Adam did bring up to me the fact when we get to Adam's, which will be next. So this is gonna be a long live. I hope you all are prepared for a long live. But yeah, okay. So on Adam's, one of the first things Adam says, he does mention the fact that she was being called a bench warmer in the live. So that was mentioned. Adam did bring up that Stoner was calling her a bench warmer during one of her lives.
He called me that. Adam called me that. Not Savage.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Did they both? Okay. So Adam. Okay.
Adam was calling me a bad sport and a bench warmer, and that I don't know what to do with my life.
Okay, we'll re-listen to that together because his audio fades out for like a split second, so we'll re-listen to that.
Anyhow, he did a threat. He was like, "Don't make me come back in your gang. If I come back, it's not."
I know he's talking about Gatsby.
Are we also talking about me though? Because I did chew his ass out pretty bad.
Going on? Okay, so a day later, which was last night, all her friends came in.
Adam, we'll add you in a bit.
And
don't worry, we're getting to everybody.
It was basically her assuming that I just wanted her for sex and that I was rushing and shit. No, I was not.
I'm sorry, Gina, did you ever assume that he just wanted you just for sex?
I told him the way that he keeps talking to me sexually is
it rubs off that way.
Like that's all he wanted me.
Okay, it makes it seem like that. See how that's like different from what he's saying though. Like he's like she told me that I was using her for sex. There's a difference between the feeling and being told.
But see, my whole thing is like when I chewed Savage out, not you, Adam, Savage. When I did that, I told him like, look, because of her past, guys have treated her so poorly and used her for sex. And I didn't directly direct it at him. I said, in general, she's been used and abused by other people for just that. And, like, I made it specifically clear that it wasn't just him. So, exactly. So, like, it doesn't make any sense why he's saying or assuming that either one of us said that we were saying he's using her for sex. When we didn't specifically say it was him, we said that it was guys in general in her past.
Oh, Shadow's gonna fucking love this.
Right now, Adam, I have no problem with you. I'm willing to squash this shit. I have no problem with you. We both said what we said, and it should have stayed to ourselves, but we said it anyway. And I'm willing to squash that shit because I actually like you. You're a cool dude. Even though you look like a fucking grizzly bear, but that's okay. Anyways.
Hey, we all think that. Water under the bridge. Water under the bridge. Or water under the snowy mountain. I don't know.
Water under the snow. It's water under the bridge, bro. Get it right.
Hey, I just said snowy mountain because grizzly bears, Okay.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I got all love for you, Adam. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, bro. We will.
With you either, Adam.
We will pull you in here to have your side of everything in a second. All right. Let's just. It's gonna be a long life, so as many of you can stay awake.
Where I'm coming from. He hopped in my life this morning, and I was trying to explain to Adam.
So this is him saying that Adam hopped in live. Gina, this is when I was asking about Adam and him going live.
What's going on? I don't know what he's actually was doing, but I think he was taking my side. I don't know. And Gina kind of started telling him, I was like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
See, the part that irks me is that Gina was like, Adam and him were taking sides. They went live together, and they shit on me. They shit all over me, that kind of thing. He's doing this whole, I think, I don't know.
Aggravating.
Yeah, I know, because I used to do this, with all my shit, Luna, that's exposed about my past. That's because I did the same thing. I deviated.
Right.
I fucking ran from the situation, and this is what happens when you deflect. And now we have to dig. Now we're having to dig. I told this man, do not make me dig. And I told him last live was Shadow. Shadow and I were live, and Shadow was giving his viewpoints.
Anybody dig. I'll be fucking open and honest right from the get-go.
And Shadow and I both said, don't make Corey fucking dig. Because then you get on his shit list, and you don't want to be on his shit list when he's doing an investigation.
You want to know everything that I can tell you? You want to know everything? I can tell you it all right now. We were all playing.
Hold on. All I'm going to say is about that first clip that you just played, that I came into his live. Yes, I came into his live. I heard that they were both talking about mine and his situation. I was like, if you're going to talk about me on live, at least send it to me. Mm-hmm. Don't be a little bitch.
See, that wasn't told to me. I was just told by both him and Adam that you had been in the comments. That's about all that I know in the benchwarmer thing from Adam's side. By the way, I apologize to everybody. It was Adam.
I tried getting up in the live, but he said that I was being too much, so I could stay in the comments. And then he started shit-talking me, and that's when Gatsby joined, because I sent it to him. And he was also there defending me. So, that's all I have to say as of right now.
Hey, what's up, Chloe?
Right.
What's up, Gary? What's up, James?
last night or the night before, he sent me the message saying those voice recordings that she sent you, that was all in my chat with him. And then I responded saying, like, look, she told you all this stuff from the get-go, that, she's not ready, she doesn't want to date, and all this other extra shit.
I saw that in the screen recording he sent me.
Yeah, but, I don't know if you got the ones where I was talking. I don't know if you got those. But,
Oh, he sent me a good, I would say it's a good 25-second, 30-second clip where he's scrolling through, and you just let off paragraphs on this man. I was like, if this is her being nice about it, I can't imagine her being rude about it.
I do. I'll send you the screen recording, so I might have to hop out of here real quick, and then I'll come back.
Oh, that's fine.
So I'll be right back, and I'll send you.
Go and do something. It was something that was shit talking to me.
The do something. This sounds like when Gatsby was telling him in quotes. You said, where he says those words and then he goes blah 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 at the end of his sentences. I've seen this man do that. I've heard him actually say and blah blah blah, and it's like what if that's a pivotal thing you need to say to somebody? He seems very.
See, that's what Gatsby said that because his thing, his tag on Instagram Live was why should I even try if she doesn't want me or something like that? And Gatsby mocked him and was like, why should I try? Blah, blah, blah. Stop forcing her. Blah, blah, blah. That's what he said in the comment.
Yeah, well, also, I've seen Stoner fucking actually physically fucking say the words blah, blah, blah when he's discussing a situation. When we were live with him, last night? When we were live with him last night, right? Okay, he was literally talking about something, and he said 2 sentences, and he ended it with blah, blah, blah. It was like the first part was leading up to something, and then it's just like he leaves you with a cliffhanger, but never explains that last part. It's like he purposely is trying to, leave out pivotal points, because he knows what he's doing.
Anyhow, all her friends attacked me. It pissed me off. I went off on her because she was still talking.
See, he's dragging your friends to the dirt. What my fan base does, or this community does, and because your fan base is pretty much joint with mine. Okay, what our people do in our circle, we can tell them not to. We can say, hey, we don't promote harassment or doxing or any of this shit. But you piss us off enough, especially, you're becoming, with your confidence posts and everything, more of a public figure, okay? More of an influencer, actually, on Instagram, right? And I'm becoming more of, a public figure for both bad and good reasons, I could say. But the thing is that, the internet's going to decide what they're going to do. Just like in my situation. I had to let go of the FBC thing and everything, right? Because, they're going to do what they're going to do. They're going to say what they're going to say, okay? It's all court of public opinion. But this man, he's like, you don't understand. And, no, because you're not giving us anything to understand. But you're also not understanding our point. Actually, I think you understand our point. You understand us completely. You just don't want to.
A little bit of shit, and I told her, you know what? You can go ahead and hurt me because I actually like you too. But no matter how much pain I have, I'm just going to build myself back up, and I'm going to be some kind of strong.
Building yourself back up isn't allowing all. See, I know I shouldn't. I should be smacking myself with a fucking fish right now and be like, bad Corey. But I give him the benefit doubt on that specific statement right there because he's letting the stress weigh him down. I'm actually gonna pin that so that people know how to contact us. Marcus has kind of separated himself a little bit. He still does management on social media, but other than that, yeah. We had to remove his tag because FBC is still attacking him. Yeah. Nobody tag Marcus's actual username as my manager, please. Because of everything going, we're waiting for everything online to kind of smooth out before we even try that.
Right. So,
I'm a little confused. I'm hearing from Brooklyn that there was some kind of sexual talk.
Yeah, I even asked her.
Right off the bat. Yeah. And then he just, you see how fast he went to, yeah, I even asked her, like, he was trying to just skip over the fact that he just admitted to that.
Before she got on her friends only, she's like, am I pressuring?
Brooklyn, I know you, like, listened to this as well when it was happening. I am so sorry that now not only is he putting your friends through the dirt, now he's saying that Brooklyn, that your mother, that mom's friends, he's putting her friends through the dirt. Your family's not a family I want to fuck with. Like, it's like poking a black bear and hoping it doesn't fucking rip your insides out.
Like, I asked her, like, am I pressuring you or fucking you? Any sort of
Hold
way?
on.
She's like,
Corey, Mom wants to say something.
Alright.
I don't care what nobody says about me, bro. I'm
I
an
know.
alligator. I got alligator skin. They can all suck my dick. I don't care.
I know, but you know how I am. The heart of my
My
sleeve
kid.
thing. Like, that's why I'm apologizing on behalf of that man. You know?
No, don't do that. It ain't you. It ain't you.
Oh, excuse
No.
me.
And this shouldn't even be going on if people would just fess up and just say what happened. That's it. That's all. I, as a mother, need to know.
Yeah. No, and that's
And
completely
I have her
understandable.
side. I have this much of his side. And now, in a little while, we're going to hear Adams.
And then
Even
we're
though
going to
I've
hear
been
Gatsby.
reading.
And Adam's been a lot more, I will admit, in the short
I
phone
can
call I
tell.
had with him, he was so much more admitting,
Respectful.
you know,
Yeah.
I would say more respectful about it, and he's still very supportive
Gatsby,
of
what's your
this.
backup account? Because I think Corey has you hidden. Pretty sure.
Do I?
I do not know. It's on his backup account. Type it in the comments.
Let's see.
Ooh, it choked on air.
Hold up. Wait, invite. I just sent him an invite. It said he declined.
Hold on. I'm gonna send it to his backup.
I don't think I have you hidden. Because you still see my stories, I thought.
Oh, that's his main account. I just sent him the live on his backup.
Alright, let's continue this.
fine. So it was kind of her and all their friends' fault for not letting me know this shit. They told me to, like, to stop.
It shouldn't be anybody's job to let you know that you're clearly making a female uncomfortable. I'm sorry, but I have to say that right off the bat. It is nobody's job to make sure that you're not making a female uncomfortable whatsoever. It's nobody's job but your own. I'm saying that for all men out there. Or guys, if you're a guy. Or a man. Either one. Both of them. I'm a guy. Trust me.
Because, you know, fucking, it's their fault because they didn't tell me shit.
Okay, but is it okay? Let me see. You hear me? I'm like, that's because I was on. Obviously, I hid my face and everything during these lives, because I just wanted to catch audio because I didn't want him seeing my reactions. Because if you're investigating somebody and they see your reactions, sometimes they'll just dip out right off the bat. Ask you this, man. Just to play devil's advocate here, is it their fault though for what you said? Whatever was said, I still don't know exactly what was said.
I was flirting the whole time. I'm not going to stop smoking weed over a girl.
So at this point, Brooklyn had said maybe you should stop smoking weed. You know, I think she meant like slow down. She could have meant stop. I mean, you know, but I think the context of that, I could be wrong, but I think your mom's context of that was like, stop smoking weed while talking to females. Like, obviously this is what it does. He is always live smoking. fucking understand this shit.
Bro, he smoked 3 joints. Every time he talked to me, he would smoke 3 fucking joints.
Bro, I can't even handle 3. I can't even handle one whole one. I can only smoke like a quarter of it, and then I'm already like either throwing up or I'm blacking out. Like, what the fuck?
He smokes 3 joints, and I would be on the phone every single fucking time he's smoking me. And I'd be on Fortnite with Gatsby and Luna and another
Oh
friend.
yeah, I still gotta re-download
And
Fortnite.
he would be talking mad sexual and shit.
What's up, Gats?
What's up?
I know I just called you Gats.
Gets.
Bro,
I like that.
bro, he's got that Jack from Why Don't We haircut style.
Oh no, not the noodle hair.
He's got that. He's got the Jack hairstyle, man.
Man,
That's just
who's a
stupid.
benchwarmer now, Adam?
I'm not gonna stop smoking over some petty bullshit over a girl.
I'm sorry. That comment in itself when he said that is just cringe to me. I'm just like, I don't know if he's trying to be sexist or he's just being feminist. I don't know which he's being at all. But that was a cringe comment.
The smoking part is not my main concern here.
Well, if something makes him retarded, then maybe you should admit.
There had to have been something said that this has been brought to my attention.
Take it easy.
I said, who's a benchwarmer now? That's what I said.
I just did one last week.
We don't read comments,
So
benchwarmer.
you were flirting?
Yeah, because she knew that I liked her and I knew that she liked me, so why not?
Okay, well,
Oh, a female likes me, so why not just, tell her that I'll give her the bacon and fucking fuck her titties? Yeah, that's how liking works.
I never said I liked him. He just assumed that shit.
But even then, I mean, that makes it worse, obviously, but even then so. Like is not love. I know they have the same number of letters, I'm glad he can count, but not the same definition.
what exactly were you, saying? Do you remember what you were saying?
Not really.
Okay, this is a pivotal point. You all need to remember those words from Savage. When I asked him, do you remember what you were saying? He says, not really. Wait another 2 to 3 minutes. Wait. Because that shit's gonna flip so quickly on him, and I caught him slipping. It was bad.
No, I wasn't lying.
Wait, hold on. You don't. Okay, wait.
I've already been doing my own little fucking investigation too.
Okay, bro. Okay, look. Here's the thing. I just how I hold mine is I'm not picking sides here. I'm going off.
Again, this is just me. Okay, PSA for everybody. This is me just warming up to the person who's accused. Okay, I have picked a side. I already had, because 9 minutes into this conversation, I already picked a side. So.
But if I don't have any of those,
Yeah, man.
by hearing sides of the story, compare and contrast, right? So, okay, you said that you don't really remember, but when you just said in
Amanda?
the comments
Yes,
below
you do.
Whoa.
that he was talking sexual with her, you just said, no, I was not. So do you remember or do you not remember?
Amanda.
A little bit.
Oh, I remember a little bit. You just told me not even 30 fucking seconds ago.
Again, I have nothing against anyone. I just want to...
I'm not a liar.
It didn't even take the 2 to 3 minutes. At 9 minutes 33 seconds, this man had literally said, I don't remember, right? Not really. Sorry, he said not really. We are at 10 minutes and 19 seconds now. A little bit now he remembers.
In this situation, that's all I do with my stuff. I don't promote harassment, doxing, none of that shit. Everybody, again, like I said at the beginning, don't go after any of the people involved. This is to clear up an Instagram issue. So you remember a little bit now.
I still stand by that statement.
Tell me what you do remember. Let's start there.
No attacking.
She was kind of bringing it on herself too. She was talking sexual, not with me, but like in general.
What the fuck does that mean? What the? I don't care if that's true or not. What the fuck does that even mean?
Wait, you know what? I have not talked sexual to him, to nobody.
But that's what. That's besides. Look, but
that's
Gina,
a
that's
lie.
besides the point. What does that even fucking mean? The fuck? Why is that
And
even?
I only
What the
talk like
fuck?
that with her.
Yeah, because, like, we joke and shit. I mean, like, and then he got mad jealous about the fact that, like, she could get with me or I could get with her and he couldn't.
At this
It's just
point,
like-
this man is now not even caring about the incident at hand. Now he's just throwing everything that you've ever done into the mix. Like, he's scraping the bottom of the barrel for something.
Which there isn't much to scrape at because, like, he doesn't have shit.
Oh yeah, no, his fucking fingernails have already bled to the nubs.
She was all like, I have a 9-inch in my drawer. I'm like, bruh.
You're like, bruh.
Okay, see, Adam, but at least with you, you admitted to what you did. You didn't try to bullshit Corey. So,
I didn't try to, like, sugarcoat it.
I still need to get a little
No,
bit more information out of Adam, but from the gist of
I'll
the
let
phone
you know
call.
what happened.
But from the gist of the phone call, it was very respectful, and he was very forthcoming.
Alright.
Oh, he seems like a very respectful guy, too, though, honestly. But,
I mean, I did have some comments. If you go to live chat replay on it, I think Adam still has some stuff to fucking say, obviously, because I think at the time Adam was under the influence. I do want to put this out there. I'm not saying it's an excuse, but when you're actually like recollecting a situation, if you're still under the influence, it's gonna be a little hard to fucking come out with everything. So it seems like he's okay now. That's why I said in the live chat, if you guys go to the YouTube, in the live chat, I did say it was deflecting in the I don't remember thing, but he did admit at the very end, look, I'm under an influence right now, so I'm not. I gotta regather my thoughts, which was respectful of him. Okay.
let me just ask this question real quick. Is it because, like, I don't want to say he was siding with anyone, but was it because, like, he thought that Savage was telling all the truth and then, like, assumed shit, and then that's why this whole, like, little debacle happened, or?
That's kind of what happened.
But from what I'm getting is he went live just spontaneously with Savage. And Savage probably started fucking using his manipulation tactics like he's trying to do with me, which obviously isn't working. But
I have no reason to
and my guess is that he used him with Adam, and Adam being the kind of person he is, being, you know, grizzly and everything, and being the like lovable person he is, obviously was he was giving him the benefit of the doubt. He was giving him the benefit of the doubt, and then when she came in, Adam called her, you know, a bench warmer and stuff for sitting in the live. My guess is because of the pure fact that that fucking Savage used psychological logic on him to flip him. So I think that's honestly what happened on Adam's case. We'll get more from him when we pull him in here.
Alright, well, I'm sorry. Don't mean to cut people off.
Oh no, you're good.
Because you're starting to
No,
Adam just said that.
Oh.
It's a habit, sorry.
Surely started to recollect things. I know you were smoking, you were high and stuff, but you know, it's besides the point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so again, tell me what you do remember that you said. Let's start with you. Okay.
I would normally call her baby girl and shit.
But you guys weren't
I gotta say, that's gotta be the one truthful thing I've heard so far.
together?
You know, I asked her if she was okay with me calling her baby girl, and she said that she was fine with it.
She never said that, as far as I know.
I was about to ask, was that actually ever fucking said?
Nope. She said I was okay with saying it. She never said him, though.
Yeah, sorry, my roommate had started.
All right.
He's vacuuming. It's not that loud.
Okay, so let me just put this here. I mean, I'm not gonna say every female or every male is like that, but do you think?
I had to say that for purposes in case somebody reported my YouTube and fucking was to say like, this guy's being sexual, like sexist. I had to verify. I'm not saying that specifically about any female or male.
You took that a little out of context. You might have said some stuff that may have made her have red flags since you guys weren't together.
Probably.
Dude, I specifically...
That's a yes.
Dude. No, seriously. Right here, right now, I'm going to tell you, I specifically stopped him almost a lot. And even Gina can tell you that I told him, like, look, everything you're doing, like giving her all these promises and all this other shit and telling her all this stuff is giving her, like, anxiety and shit, and it's overwhelming her. So stop. And, like, I even told her that, like, you know, a lot of females or even males in general, like, do this to girls that, like, give them false promises and false hopes and shit, and then they get let down. So I told him, like, you know, you gotta stop because, like, you're getting her worked up over things that, like, may or may not happen. And I even told him that flat out. And, like, she should remember that, too.
Oh, I got two. Oh, shit, you sent me two things.
I sent you, because, like, it only lets you
send.
send.
Yeah, the third one didn't send. Yeah, I see that. Right, I'll view that in a minute.
Okay. And, I mean, do you see how you're kind of like deflecting things though? Like how you're...
See, at this point I started getting pissed at him. We're only almost 13 minutes into here and I'm already fucking getting aggravated with this dude. And this is when I finally said, you see how you're fucking deflecting shit? Like, bro. Like, I've given him so many hints of like, come on, like, tell me more. Tell me more.
Tell me the truth.
Yeah, I've given him subtle hints. You could hear it, but like...
But he just won't fucking give in.
Yeah, and it's not that he doesn't get it. He's clearly deflecting. And I hate seeing this because I used to do that same thing, and it really doesn't go well if you just deflect.
At least you admit it.
I mean, I did. I admitted my shit a little too late. That's why my past got dug up. But like, he fucking flat out has blocked us all, and he's probably going live with people right now. So if any of those people come after me, this investigation will extend. It will extend.
You really want me to show you the soundbar again?
Like, literally, I have in here, like, do not attempt to impede on the investigation, or you will be considered as involved and investigated on the situation as well. Even after it's done, if somebody attempts to impede on this shit, I will fucking drag them right in with them.
Exactly, because, like, he doesn't know what the hell's going on.
She did that, she did this, and I was high. I mean, I was high and I was drunk when my shit happened, you know, hence the exposures that are out there about me, right? Even though it was from my past. But that wasn't an excuse for what I did, you know what I mean? And I was on drugs. It wasn't weed or anything. I was on drugs, you know. Still didn't make an excuse for what I did in the past. So, using weed as an excuse for whatever you said, I mean, because you said you didn't remember much, but then you started saying you remember her saying things, and you remembered certain specific scenarios. Like, all I'm asking from you is just you to just tell me what happened. You see how it's like kind of iffy for me because of the fact like you're only remembering certain facts. You can understand why that's weird to me, right? Because you said I don't remember it, but then you did remember what she said.
And that's the thing that was iffy for me. That's why I said this. Because he was only remembering what you said. Somehow he didn't remember what he said. But only what you said.
Conveniently.
If you were so in love with this girl, don't you think you would remember both sides? If you're so in touch with her? and so in love with her and you liked her so much and were flirting with her, don't you think you'd remember everything?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but when I start having feelings for somebody, I tend to remember shit.
So, do you want to tell me more? Because right now, all I've got to go off of is you deflecting towards her and telling me that you were hot. And then you saying you don't remember, but then you did remember not saying something.
I had to keep reiterating it because he wasn't responding.
I wonder why.
Because he's having to think of an answer. This is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
The reason he's so silent is because he's having to think of an answer.
Mm-hmm. But I also
which
think
means he knows everything.
Mm-hmm.
But he's having to think
right.
of something to try to deflect again. That's how the mind's working for him.
I also think it's because, like, when we were all talking, he would, like, I would say something about, like, something to defend Gina and say, like, look, you know, this is something that's a trigger for her and, like, you know, overwhelms her. And, like, I would get into all that. And then he would then go into, like, his depression set and say, like, oh, this is part of my past, da-da-da-da-da, and, like, go into all that. And then he'd be, like, smoking more heavily and be like, oh, I'm on my third joint and, like, all that. And then, like, he'd get, like, really depressed and be like, oh, depression's kicking in. And then he'd go silent for a while. And then, like, Gina and I would be talking, making jokes and shit, trying to, like, laugh and lighten the mood. And then next thing you know, he would come back all of a sudden out of nowhere when we made, like, a dirty joke to one another. Because, like, we were just joking around, like, you know, doing shit in Fortnite. And I'm like, ah, fuck my titties or something. And then he would say something like, oh, I thought Gina said that I'd fuck her titties. And it's just like, nobody cares. Nobody wants you to do that. Like, fuck off.
Also, why are you saying... So, when you guys were playing Fortnite, were you on the Fortnite server on voice chat?
Like, no, we were on creative, and then, like, we were playing on one of Gatsby's
But were you on
where,
Fortnite server on the voice chat?
Just with our group. Just with us.
Okay, but...
Like,
okay, still, my point here is you were still on a Fortnite chat server.
Yes.
Even though it's
just
private.
our group.
Okay. Did any of you guys flag this motherfucker?
I did.
I told him to stop.
Okay. Right. Yeah, because I know for a fact Fortnite doesn't fucking put up with that shit at all. They've kicked people for that fucking shit constantly. They've kicked little kids. There will be little kids on there who will start screaming obscene shit, and then all of a sudden, a minute later, you see a kid just poof, gone. And nobody's even reported the kid. It's because Fortnite is always listening in on everything because of those situations. So I guarantee at some point they're gonna kick him off the server. If they review your flag, Gina, they'll fucking kick him. I guarantee it.
Yeah, but like we were like playing like on creative or some shit, like either on my world or Gatsby's world, where like it was a parkour world, and like I kept dying, and I would say random shit when I died because like I was getting annoyed, and then like you know it was supposed to be funny, so like we were all laughing and shit and having fun, and then like I'd say something, and then like Gina would say something, and then he'd say what he said, and I just like, ew, nobody wants like stop.
Oh my god, like, Gina, you showed your legs. Oh my god, is that sexual? Wait until that part. Fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
Where he says, he literally talked about, well, if she doesn't like the sexual talk like that, then why the fuck is she posting pics of her legs? I'm like, that's called confidence. That has nothing to do with the other.
I mean, why does any girl post any pictures of their body then?
And I told him she's pushing the TOS, the terms of service with Instagram. That's all she's doing. She's being uncensored about her body. It's not like she's showing her tits or her fucking vagina, dude. Like it's confidence. It's very, very different from sexuality.
It's body positivity. Like, you know, spread the love about everything and everybody.
I remember when Instagram used to take that down, but they finally gave up. They were like, fuck it. They're like, they used to take those things down.
At least it's not pornography. That's all I can say about
that. Yeah.
And I'm being nice about this, man. I'm being cordial with you. You know, I'm not attacking you. I'm just trying to figure out everything that happened. That's all I'm doing, man. You know, with the situation with TJ, even though we found out that he was to blame in that situation, I'm still cool with the dude. You know what I mean? Because, you know, the truth eventually came out. It took me 3 days, but it came came out eventually. And he said, "Look, remember, right?"
Thanks.
No, I'm just tired.
I just saw that and I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, wait until this.
No, I'm just tired of drama and I just want to get this over with.
I know, and I do too. But this is why people come to me about this stuff, so that I
She
can figure it
blocked
out.
me. I don't know why she unblocked me.
She unblocked you because I will be honest, she wants to figure out the situation with you as well, with me. Okay. She'll be coming on here later on this evening, from what she told me.
Hi,
No,
Gina.
I'm just tired of fucking trying to be in a relationship, trying to be the good person, and it just stabs me in the back every time. That's what I'm pissed off and sick and tired of. Like, I'm tired of girls going around saying, oh, yeah, you can go flirty with me, but in the end, I'll hurt
It
all
all
their
depends
friends
on how you
back.
go about it. You know what I mean?
I had to come off there. It was that fucking pissed me the fuck off. I had to come off and be like,
About
depends on
that,
how you go about the sexual comments, man. It really does.
Yeah, it depends. How you go about
See,
it.
about that, when he would say he's trying to fix shit, when I would reject him, he would be like, oh, well, all the other girls do it, so I don't understand why I should keep trying. And he would just make it so fucking depressing. For what?
Yeah. And not only that, like, also, if I remember correctly, he would always get all butthurt about the fact of him trying to get with you, and then, like, you not giving him an answer or a straight answer, and he's just like, well, I'm not getting an answer, so is that my answer? And every time, like, she'd, like, deflect him from, like, his advances, saying, like, no, I'm not liking that, or I don't like that, or whatever. Then, like, he'd be like, oh, is that my answer then? Is that a no? And, like, he'd constantly be pressuring her into giving him an answer. And it's just like, dude, she specifically said that she's working on herself and working on her own mental health and everything. Isn't that an answer enough? Isn't that obvious that, like, it's obviously a no?
I think he got the hints. He just didn't care.
Obviously.
No, I know. I don't think I know.
She's been through it,
Thank
man.
you.
I'll tell you.
Don't know
She
if they
said
give
it.
up.
She's been through it. Okay.
Thank you.
But you gotta
I
like.
think I have.
No, I'm not saying you haven't.
This fucking... What the fuck? I was like, yo, she's been through it, man.
Oh,
She's
he
been through it.
blocked all of us, so he won't be able to see this.
And then...
Oh, well.
Oh, it'll be on YouTube. I don't give a shit. The audio is all gonna be on YouTube. So he'll fucking see it. Eventually somebody will share it with him. And he'll see it. He'll hear it.
I'm not saying you haven't.
Oh, Beanie Boy.
But okay, that brings up another point.
Well, straight tell some dude about him. So yeah, Bree, I mean, no, this isn't drama. When I hold these things, I know at first, Bree, like some of y'all thought that like it was all drama. I mean, Gina did, for God's sake. But now you see the context of how I hold these things. And, like, I literally give everybody the benefit of doubt, man. And this is how I get treated for trying to fucking help a dude out. Like,
I'll send y'all his
bro. What's his name? Oh, shit.
Savage. But now we don't even know his real name.
Bro, I fucking told this man, if you don't come clean, if you don't even clear your name up tonight and come on my live and you do block us and dip out, people are going to be asking about you. And what do you know? We already got people asking us. Like,
before you play anything, let me see if that girl is still in here.
Which girl?
yeah, Bree.
No, no, it's not here. But last night I had went live, and he went live with me, and so did this girl, and I think it was Gatsby that went live with me too. This girl said his name is like Skylar or something. She couldn't remember.
I meant I know, Bree. I said okay, Bree. Whoops. Sorry, that came out. I was like a fucking bitch phrase right there. Okay, Bree.
Jesus.
Sorry, Bree. God.
No, for like the last 3 days though, that's how it's been, which is ridiculous. Where like he'd be constantly up Gina's ass about everything. And I mean everything. And it was like even getting overwhelming for me. And it's like he's not even coming at me like that, but like he's going after her like nonstop, like constantly saying like, "Oh, where you at? What you doing, Gina?" And like even in Fortnite, he was following her around in the maps and shit, like just up her ass 24/7. And if it wasn't up her ass,
it's pretty offensive.
huh? Oh, and
He was chasing her around trying to give her fucking hugs.
Yeah, that too. And then like he would get mad that like somebody killed her and killed him, not her. Whoops. Killed him in freaking imposters. And it's just like it's a game, bro. Like it happens.
Hey, the only video game you should ever get like really upset at and mad about is the only game you should ever get really mad about is either a Call of Duty game, a Halo game, or a football game.
Or a game of life.
Oh my god, dude, that board game is fucking. That's a touchy subject for me. That's a touchy subject for me, man. Monopoly, I'm fucking gold at, but life, oh dear god.
Dude, and I even told him flat out, like, look, I'm too old for this shit. Sorry, not sorry, but stop playing this shit. Like, this ain't a game. Like, if she's told you,
Bree, we're talking about a guy named Stoner Dragon. You might know him.
Oh, Gatsby, I gave Mom a hug for you.
Yay. Give her a hug to you later, not now. Later.
I will.
I mean, wouldn't you think that you would be a little bit more sensitive about it as well?
Let's play
At this point, I'm asking him because when he asked like, and you think I'm not like he's not like he hasn't been through it like Gina has, and I just now asked him if you guys heard it. I just now asked him like, don't you think then you would be sensitive about it as well? And this is why I give him like a scenario in general where I say, what if it was Gina, right? What if it was Gina and you instead of you and Gina? You know what I mean? What if the situation happened where Gina was blaming you for that situation? How would you feel?
I mean, what if this happened to you, right? Let's just say I don't want to say that she is completely the victim here, right? But like, let's say you.
That's that fault. Let's just put it that way.
Let's say you came to me, okay, and you said, "Hey, Gina's acting sexual with me," or just for happenstance. Let's just say that, okay? Just for shits and giggles here. Let's say that she had done this to you, okay? What you're being accused of, correct? Okay, let's just say, and you've been through it too, right? You've been through it, man. So think about how you would feel, right? So you can understand why she would come to me.
Okay, then if she was sensitive, then why is she posting pictures of her legs on Instagram?
That's confidence. She's trying to build
my legs. My legs. That's your problem, my legs. I will pull up my shorts and show my fucking legs.
He thinks you posting leg pics is sexual.
So, you already know he stares at those.
You know what I mean?
If she thought of there's fucking weirdos that actually go on her profile, look at that shit.
Now he's talking about pervs and pedophiles. This is getting weird.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Can't make this shit up.
But she's
guys, you can't make this shit up, bro. You can't.
You know, she wants to show body confidence. Okay, she doesn't like the fact that
Apparently, it's sexual to him because he gets off on leg pics.
Or something, right? And they've done that before. She's pushing that barrier line, like the TOS, terms of service, and everything. But that's different.
And I'm looking at the live chat replay, and this is right where Uncensored Podcast says, "Oh my fucking god!" When he used the confidence pics as a defense, it bugged me big time.
Not like she's
Like it did. It fucking.
her vagina or any of that stuff. You know what I mean? It's not like she's naked to it. And then obviously I would see your point there. I'd be like, all right, I can see your point.
Yeah, and honestly, I would like if he was saying this, and you were posting like everything. I would be like, Gina, you can't be complaining about this when you're doing this and that. But no, confidence pics is something completely different, and that's why I just explained to him. I told him, I'm like, if it was the other way around, okay, I'd understand. right? And I'd probably be approaching you right now, Gina, about that. Be like, hey, you know,
You shouldn't be doing it. That's a no-no.
yeah, you're getting pissed off at Stoner here. But you see where my issue lies with this investigation is that you have naked pics out there. Like, but no, that's not the
When I
case.
used to post pictures of my actual body, you would tell me maybe you should take those down due to backlash, and that's exactly what I did. But I'm posting my legs. Is there a problem? I mean, I know I got good legs, but okay.
Like, you're getting upset and mad about that? Like, come on. Obviously, you've never seen a good-looking girl before with some good legs.
Hold up.
And if legs are your thing, then just say so. At least it's not a foot fetish.
Hey, Gina, you okay?
Boosting her legs. That must
You sure?
be she wants me to talk to her.
All right, because I see your leg bouncing up and down, and I do that sometimes when I'm getting
Yeah,
excited.
I'm just trying to calm myself so that I don't start yelling because my sister is sleeping right now.
Do you want me to pause this audio for a second?
No.
Okay.
No, you're good.
All right.
She's just trying to promote that.
The amount of times this man interrupted me irked me. And he would always get louder. Like, he would talk over me.
That's what they do to us, too.
That's disgusting.
That's what they're acting like, is me being sexual.
Like, you are being sexual. What?
Like, how can you deny that?
Did he just use reverse psychology on himself?
Apparently.
Yes, he did.
Is that a thing? Can you do that to yourself?
Fuck. I've never seen
And
something like this.
My whole thing is I have nothing against him. But for him to be dragging my name and my friend's name through the dirt for trying
See,
to
there's a line that you
is
cross in this
ridiculous.
community, and he's crossed that line. And I can't. I mean, I won't accept an apology. If I'm like Upchurch in a way, if you involve my family or my friends in it, no matter what apology you give me, I'm not gonna accept your apology. I'll forgive you for what you did. I'll say thank you, but I'm not gonna accept that apology. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You're never gonna be back in my circle the same way you used to be.
Oh, before you play that, hold on, Amanda. Oh shit, I got my phone. Anyways, my phone. And
You just murdered us all.
anyways, shut up. Anyways, in his live, he's like, I'm not gonna talk to you until you apologize to me. But then again, I don't care about your feelings. So I was like, you know what, boo-hoo, fuck you. You ain't getting a goddamn apology.
See, that's what he was telling me the last live he was in the
And
comments.
Gatsby was in that live when that shit happened.
Bro,
That's
he was
crazy.
just in that last live. Gatsby, I wish you were there because it would probably bring back deja vu for you. But
Bro,
like,
you
yeah,
lost
he was
the
just saying the
last
exact
live.
same thing.
People
I
like,
just
no,
want an
no.
apology. I'm like, then enter this fucking live. Instead, we get blocked, and I'm like, you just made it so much worse.
You just made a big mistake there.
He's
buddy.
on my shit list now, so I'm gonna do everything I can to get every piece of information from anybody who knows about what he's been doing to you, Gina. Give me everything. Chats from the last. I want chats from the last 48 hours. Since this has been going on for 48 hours, I want the chats. Every chat that you have from the last 48 hours sent to that email. I want
Oh, he's
everything.
also left, too.
It didn't have to end this way, but this is his doing.
Did Wade
Okay,
threaten him?
but for me, I left every single group chat that I was in with him. I don't know if Amanda has, but if she hasn't, he could screen record all of the messages.
I can do that.
Screenshots, screen recordings, anything. But if you screen record, try to make it at a good pace.
A minute, because like that's as long as it can go. It can go a minute, and then like it'll be like, oh, anything over 2 minutes or 3 minutes.
Oh, no. If you're sending it to my email, just do it from your phone. Just do it from your phone.
Yeah.
Just
That's what I did.
screen
I
record.
like that. I send you to 2.
Yeah, just screen record.
Did Wade threaten him?
Don't even send it
I
through
don't
Insta.
think White threatened him at all. No.
No. Hold on. About that,
He
I
said
have
someone
another
threatened him.
friend.
With
I
Wade?
have another friend that's not really on Instagram as much. He had a talk with Stoner or Savage, whatever you want to call him. And he's like, look, you shouldn't be doing this. And all of that. He gave him like a man-to-man talk, and he just brushed it off like it didn't even matter.
Get your friend to email me.
I will.
But yeah, like, I did the same fucking thing, too. Like, I had a heart-to-heart with him, and I told him flat out, like, look, this is shit you shouldn't be doing to females, even if you say you like them. Because it's overwhelming, and you're doing too much. Like, you're literally...
Even if your friend, Gina, doesn't have all the screenshots or screen recordings, have him send me an email, like a book. Like, just have him send me an email of him typing out everything this man has done the past 2 days.
Okay.
But yeah, like, I have, like, still some of the chats that I was in with him, because we had a whole group chat where it was me, Gina, Gatsby, and him, and, I still have those. I haven't left any of them, but he left, and I think she left, and I think it was just Astor and I, or just me and Stoner at one point. So I still have all that. I can easily get all that.
There's multiple group chats.
There was, like, 2 of them.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, there was 2 of them, and I'm in both of them still, so I got both.